Hey, you, friends, family, and strangers. I have a question for you that you might be able to help me answer. And that is this. Do you think it's possible for me to fit this suitcase, this red bag, and all this stuff into this stack of totes that roll in this, to where I will only need this and only this for all my van lifing and hotel lifing needs? Can it be done? Let's find out.
You're a loser.
First, let's take a look at what we are dealing with. We're dealing with this. These are 4 things. These are technically toolboxes, okay? But what does it matter? This opens like this. I should probably find better lighting. Hold that thought. So these open. Individual drawers. We may or may not need dividers. They kind of lock in place too, and they have a really good extension arms to make them, not suck. The first thing that comes to mind is, how many times have you seen me go into a hotel, try to take a giant poo, but there's no cool, perfect place for me to put my cell phone or whatever? You know what I mean? Well, problem solved. Here's a table, an instant table right here. So that's that. All 3 of these lock together and stack. But this one was sold by itself. These 3 were sold together, and they're locked together with a big old zip tie. So I need to find a way to cut this. I don't have my cool cutter that would destroy this in 2 seconds, but I do have some scissors. I'm going to cut the tags and everything, and let's crack this open and see what kind of traveling capacities it has. Boom. Boom. All right. Now, what about this big zip tie in the middle? I wish I could have this zip tie and use it for something else, but no. Just like the destiny of every zip tie, it must be destroyed. Oh, that's not working. Hang on. This might help. All right. So, to separate these, you just click these, and these become separate pieces. Bada bang. I'm really excited to do this because I haven't had a chance to play with these bottom 3 because they've been zip tied together. You just unlatch them. Look at that. A thing of pure beauty. Let me take these off here. Perfect. Now, obviously, this is perfect for a toolbox. I get that. But when I saw these at the store, I thought these might be perfect. Sorry about that. These might be perfect for traveling, van life, because everything would be neatly where you need it. When you're on a job site, you want all your tools to be easy to transport in a convenient location where you can remember where everything is. So, same thing with traveling, right? Let's see what this one's like. I don't no idea what's in here. Oh, let me unlock it. Prop it open. Very cool. Underwear drawer. So, a lot of that junk might go in here, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. It's kind of stressful figuring out where's the proper place to put everything. And then I have to decide what doesn't fit. Should that be sacrificed? Or should this concept be sacrificed? Last but not least, this I think is attached to the cart. I think that is the cart. So this is pretty much like dresser drawers, you know. It like latches, not latches, but it kind of like perfectly balanced there. It kind of clicks in place. Nice big empty space for clothes. This, by the way, comes down just like that, and to lift it back up, you just push down the button, and with one hand, a little bit easier with two hands, you're not holding the camera. Kabloom. Let's see what we can do with this thing. I'll start off with transporting suitcase stuff into there. A lot of my clothes are in my car because they're dirty, or they're in that thing because they're dirty. So I'll try to keep that in mind and not fill this completely up with clothes I haven't been wearing the last several days that I packed just in case. This is awesome. This would be great if you're like moving and you just bought a house out of state, like I'm about to do in a couple years, and you pack this clear full of all your clothes. But if you're making, I don't know, a hotel trip that you're going to be going back to your house or back to the storage every 3 or 4 days or whatever the case, this system might be all that I need. At least that's the idea. I just want to see if it works, that's all. Let's try pants, shirts, everything else in the bedroom, underwear and socks in the guest bedroom, and go from there. One of the things I also have to decide, I'll take a little break from clothes real quick, is can I convert this briefcase into this? I'll try that if this laptop fits in that drawer. Okay, now I'm not sure what to do because it fits, but it kind of doesn't fit. Because the drawer has to be bowed out a little bit because there are those things right here for if you want to put dividers in. So it doesn't hurt it none. You know, it's not going to hurt the laptop, and maybe it'll even help it because it kind of holds it in better. Then I can put, like, I guess the external hard drive right here, and then put the charge cord and everything up here, or the charge cord and the mouse and stuff can go in some of these. Whatever ends up being easier. But if I could walk into a hotel room with only this stack of items that goes on that one cart right there, that would be pretty sweet. And I would bring this. I think I would have to bring this for dirty clothes, which can actually, when I walked in here earlier, this was folded up and it was just resting behind the boxes. In between the boxes, and this handle was right there, and it was perfect. This might have been, so far this is looking like a pretty sick idea that might just fucking work. Alright, so check this out. This may be what I end up doing, at least for now. I'll put that in there. I put the big adapter thing right there because this has to sit at an angle anyways, and I might alter these and take these little divider bumps out of that bottom drawer. I can basically shave that down with a knife or whatever, especially like over here, I guess. On both sides would pretty much be needed, but you know what I mean. And yeah, so look, it's kind of hard to get this out because you got to jam your fingertip in there and pluck it out. So I just put the cord around it, and to get it out, you just pull up and the laptop comes out. And it does hold it very tightly in place. Not like very tightly, but it goes like this. And I don't like that against my laptop, obviously. Every little thing like that with electronics stresses me out. But in this case, it's just a little bit of bowing of that plastic side of the drawer out. I think it'll be fine. Okay, so for now anyways, I can retire this. I can put this in my storage unit because the power cable, the mouse, and the USB ports are in there. The little tiny USB thing for the mouse and keyboard is in there. And the rest of it is right here. There is the external drive of hard And underneath that is the other half of that power charger thing. There's also this thing, which I might take out and put in that other little space anyway, just to keep it a little more organized. But that fits right there. This all closes up. Bada bing, bada boom. So I'm going to get my entire life into this, and those two that goes on that cart Medilio. However, if it can't be done, worst case scenario is I'll have to put like bulk clothes items in here and then utilize the front and back of these, maybe like my shower bag in there, which I normally do because it has air to let the moisture out. So that might be a thing anyways, and then that can ride on top of the stack of these, and the handle can hook around this effortlessly, and it all travels together still. That might be the way to go. And that thing has done that twice now, and it's weird. I don't know if it's motion or if the light bulb's going out or what, but you've seen the paranormal activity right before your eyes. All right, so this now is a bag that can be retired completely. And I didn't even fill this up, just this. But more than half my clothes need to be washed and put back into the system. But look, I think it'll be fine. There's still plenty of room. So I'm going to go ahead and try to get all that crap into here and into that blue one up there with all the little compartments. So, and if it works out, and after the laundromat, I can put the clothes I'm going to be currently using still in just that one, then I will not need that red bag, but I'll keep that red bag for, I don't know, in case I need it for extra towels or something. When I pack extra towels, maybe I won't need it at all. So when I saw this at the store and I mix and matched exactly the pieces I wanted to use, which it came with the 3, and I added that one, the drawers, that was perfect. However, you can stack that much higher if need be, and the handle, you still have space because it goes out. You still have space to hang on to this and move it around in and out of a hotel or campsite or whatever, just the same. So, we'll see. And this is an exciting episode. We're packing with Doug. Hey everyone, welcome to Packing with Doug. Whatever this trip has assigned to permanent storage, at least semi-permanent storage, will go in this bag because this whole bag's being retired. So this stuff I don't need, it'll go in here. This will go in the storage probably tomorrow because I need to make room in my car for that crap anyways, because I just bought that crap today. I can't fit everything into my car. So but if you retire a $150 Swiss Tech briefcase, or rather suitcase, to put all your stuff into toolboxes, you're either a redneck or a fucking genius. What if I put everything I think I'll need in the toolboxes, but when it comes to food and food accessories, like random ass hotel cups, I'll put that stuff in there? Because if I don't feel like screwing with this, or I don't have enough space to fly with this or pack this or whatever, it won't matter, because this is stuff that a restaurant can easily replace. But then again, there's the issue of my shower bag, which goes here. So maybe I'll just keep this as a permanent arrangement. I don't know. This stuff is stressful, okay? And like, where's Mario going to go? I haven't read this yet. Where's Mario going to go? We have a whole scene going on in the bathroom, by the way, in the shower. We have my old Fluffy, which I'm about to throw away and replace with the brand new one. And the accessories, my shower bag. But look, the squatty stool. If I put that upside down in my red bag and then fill it in with crap, it travels well that way. Towels, extra towels that are clearly mine and not provided by the hotel. And of course you're going to need towels when you camp. I'm not planning on using this new invention for hotels only. This is for like all of the adventures coming up. A hotel makes it nice. You know, it feels really good to turn a knob and take a hot shower within 30 seconds. Get hot water. 15 seconds, whatever. But Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So turn that squatty potty upside down, stick it to one side of here. Tons of space. This bag is huge. It's a lot bigger on the inside than it looks. All right, I've dumped that red bag onto this table. If the management at a hotel could see how junky these rooms get before the person leaves, they'd be shocked. But look, somewhere in here is a blue duck, I think. Look at that. A must-have travel companion. I think the blue duck deserves a special spot in our hearts, doesn't he? Him and the rest of his friends can ride right here in the duck carrier. We'll put our ducks in a row right there. Look what came with our toolbox. A Heart brand, tool brand sticker. This will definitely go on the sticker board, but for now it needs to be stored away until we're no longer in camping out mode. Then there is oddball items like these cell phone holders that fit in there without these. Too many decisions to make. It's stressing me out. You ready for this exciting shot? You're gonna love it. It's gonna blow your mind. Whoa. All right, cut. That's a wrap. One of the rules on this downsizing project is to retire repeat items. And look, there's a flashlight right there, this little light that does the job just perfectly. So, as painful as it is, for now, my friend, I have to retire that light. Oh no, look what else I found. This really sweet light. It has to be retired though, because right here in my office is this light right here that does just fine. So I've rounded up the chocolates and this fish. Sweetest fish. I am proud to say that my kitchen has a candy drawer, aka this sandwich bag. So far, this is my what would you call it? Toiletries, personal care items, and food items, napkins, cups, whatever. Backup bags. You don't need this much crap for camping or hoteling, but I don't know. It's there, and if I have space for it, rock it out. Wow. I didn't realize how much crap you don't need once you get down to deciding for real. Like, I'm done. Everything's done. And there's still a ton of space in here. This whole thing's not even needed. All of this can fit in that little box. But this is cool as shit. I don't want to give it up. I like this. So, I don't know. I don't know what to do. It's stressing me out. Cell phone charger department. This is for the laptop stuff. There's all kind of laptop-y things in here. Get your ducks in a row. This is for the cell phones to perch on. These are little, right? These aren't needed, which is like, what the heck? These were awesome. So they'll go in the storage. This is my office. Everything I need. Tons of space for, I should buy like a book and do some van life, camp life reading and relaxing for once in my life, ever. And like this, tons of space left. So maybe I should put my socks and underwears in there, because that'll fill up a lot after I get back from the laundromat. Isn't that exciting? Aren't you just riveted with this content? So all the food in the refrigerator and on the counter there will definitely fill up this bag here in a couple mornings from now when I leave. That can hit the road right away. Blah, blah, blah. This Blu-ray gets packed up, obviously. It'll be put right into there. I need to, like, wrap it in something. Maybe I'll just wrap it in this to keep it cushioned and safe. Plus, you want all the cords and power adapter to stay right there with it just in case I lose it. But look, check this out. Everything you're looking at here is crap that I stole. Okay, like I paid for it, but I should have left it behind for the next person, but I thought just in case I need it. This all comes from hotels and restaurants, and it's just in this last like 12 days. Restaurant straws, coffee creamers. I mean, you never know. You just never know, right? And yes, I'm keeping all this crap. I'm not throwing any of this away. I'm going to use it. I'm going to start using it because hoarding this extra crap is embarrassing, but I'm not throwing it away. I'm going to use it. Marinara sauce from the Castle. Genius. I love these. These are hotel soaps. It's so stupid that I take them because I just got done buying a big bottle of soap today. But I like these. Look, here's a couple more. What if you run out of soaps and you want soaps? Your boy's got sizzopes. This is for hot cocoa chocolate, coffee. Well, you can make hot chocolate too, I guess, but I always put those in coffee lately. Another delicious bar of soap. This bar came from the Quality Inn. This one came from Who the Hell Knows. Who the hell knows where this one came from? I think this one came from that really shitty motel. Super 8. Here's another White Castle tartar sauce, because you never know when you're going to need tartar sauce while van lifing. Mayonnaise, tartar sauce. Look at that. Look at that cute little panda. Soy sauce. You never know. And this is ridiculous as shit. Here's some honey. Real honey. Isn't that awesome? Where did I get this? I wish I could remember where I took the honey from. I think this came from a hotel down at the Continental Breakfast. I stole a couple of those and brought them back with me. Another mayonnaise. Mayonnaise, a lot of shit here. Get it? See what I did there? All of these are for coffee. Sugar, creamer, stir sticks, little napkins. Way too many of those. And of course, look. Extra toilet paper. Mandatory. It goes in the... This is food only now. That has changed in the last 5 minutes. Food and food-related items like dishes, disposable forks and spoons, whatever. So I think I've switched this into everything else. All supplies on deck. So like all this food stuff will technically go in the red bag. Soaps will go in the hygiene, electronic, overflow desk box thing deal. And if you're not asleep by now, then my hat's off to you. Look, cups, ridiculous. Boom, boom. All these extra cups. Why in the tits did I hoard all these cups? In case I need them, okay? Dude, it happened. Ow. I thought I would have an impossible time getting everything to fit into this new concept. But not only does everything fit, see? That light is possessed. Not only does everything fit, there's still empty bedrooms. So move in. Join me, I guess. Screw it. Here's my office. Plenty of room. Computer. It would be a little bit easier to find one of these that doesn't have this middle divider wall and put my computer in there and everything else would fit. And it's the same size as this, so, but the reason I don't want to use this in this new setup is because this connects to and locks in place and stacks on that cart. So, obviously. And this can ride on top, and I'll show you how that works in just a second. This will go in here, nice and wrapped up, and will go in there. Yeah, and if that rascally toilet paper rolls in the way, well, you know what? Here in the kitchen, it acts as a backup personal care item pantry. Isn't that exciting? But most of all, this room will be taken up by all this damned food. this damned food. And then random things like these extra trash bags will probably go into such a bucket as, you know what? I'm feeling like it's more of a kitchen item. I don't know why, just roll with it. Oh, yes, these are from Heart. If I didn't mention that, and you see these little tabs in the back, they go right into there and they stack up and lock in place. Once everything is locked in place, you can literally pick the whole thing up with one handle because they're all locked together. Of course, you don't need to. That just makes sure that it doesn't fall off your cart as you are going through the airport, going into your hotel, or whatever, going out to the van to load it up to get ready for the van life adventure. The concept is to have everything ready to go in one spot. You get there, it sets up upright on its own. Everything's ready. Your entire mobile life is right there. My clothes, everything else, some computer stuff, my ducks, all the random shit that you acquire from the road, I guess. I'm still blown away at how much crap you don't actually need. Like, this is my life and that red bag. That red bag, that's not even half full, and it'll probably be a little bit full with food, but I don't need any of that food if I'm traveling, because I can go to a restaurant. Even if I can only eat once a day, I can survive on the road, whatever. But it's a backup bag for more room for more crap. Or if you're coming into a place like this and you can cook in your room to some degree with a microwave and it holds you over for a couple of days, then perfect. Your bag becomes empty throughout the trip. Anyways, it blows my mind that my whole life can fit in here with space left over. What I'm most tempted to do is to buy one more of these with the 2 drawers, get rid of this, and maybe even like this stuff can go in that red bag with all that food type stuff. So I can get rid of this and get rid of this and buy one more of these. Because, like I said, the concept is to roll up and have your life in front of you ready to go. Open this, and you have drawers. You have everything you need. And these drawers are nice. They don't you can tell they're going to last a while, basically. Boom. Close it up. I like how they lock in place so they won't open on you. You can put a padlock in there if you'd like. There's no way to get through that. Frickin' floppin' genius. So I might actually go buy one more of these. This was the piece that did not come. These 3 were sold together. This piece I bought separate. I might swap these out, buy one more of these. Yeah, I like the drawers more than taking these out, setting them aside, and getting stuff out of them. Does that make sense? You feel me, right? If I wanted to get really crazy, which is not going to happen, I would empty this out and use it just as a base, because this cart is attached to this bottom tote. That's all one piece. So to have that, if you really wanted to roll this up and set it in place in the hotel room and then not worry about it and just have your drawers, you could do like a couple of these on one cart and a bunch of the drawers on the other and just leave the bottom one for your drawers empty. I don't know. That'll never happen. I'm just saying. If you wanted to get real extreme with it, you could go that route to where you don't even have to take stuff away and set it aside to flip up the lid and access things. So basically what my complaint is, I wish this was a drawer also. I wish this was one giant deep drawer and this was as well. And then the whole thing closed and locked. But I already know what you're going to say. That exact product that I just described already exists. So I'll probably try to find one, but I'm in no rush whatsoever. That might be a couple years down the road whenever I get around to thinking about it. Because I have this for now. I think it's really cool. It solves a lot of problems as far as getting in and out and everything being ready and accessible without having to search for much, because it's in the last place I put it. So with this setup, there actually is a last place I put it. There's the final product. My life in a box. Come and join the beat. taking chalk in my arm. It's the soul of me. You see me lying in ashes and face down. Raw is war. We're gone. In your eye. Heart and Adidas keeping me in check. And look, I think I'm going to ditch this bag. I think I'm going to get rid of this and buy another drawer set, and then put the 2 drawers down there, so that'll be 4 drawers, the 2 sets of 2, and then put this one on the very top so I can access it by opening the lid from the top. And this bag, I think, will get put into permanent storage soon. Yeah, so here you go. Here's a full demonstration. You have your bag on there. It's not going anywhere. Just grab both the bag and the cart handle. Bada bing, bada boom. You roll up to your hotel. The first thing you got to do is take a giant shit. Roll this right in front of the toilet and put it down. And you can get things out of here while you're shitting. Don't laugh, because you know you did that before. All right. Whatever. That was that long, detailed explanation for no reason. I hope that was okay for this video, because that's all I got for you today. I'm going to cheat on you today and leave you with just that, because your boy's got pretty much the routine going on, and when I don't, I try to throw it in, but the reality is there's just the routine going on. I got to get back to moving. I got to get back to these obligatory things. In the meantime, we'll check back in tomorrow morning with hopefully something a little fresher than that. Although, I think that's kind of cool. It's like, have you ever thought to use those stacking toolbox things as your whole life? While you're jumping from hotel to motel, to prostitute's couch to prostitute's couch? How do you know this right here wasn't paid for with good D? Just kidding. This ain't a prostitute's house, at least not yet, right? So please forgive my cheating on you today. The fact that this entire video was shot on one set is a travel vlogging sin, but today it had to be done. So friends, family, and strangers, don't worry, we'll be back again tomorrow morning, like clockwork, 7 a.m. Eastern. Or if you're Central Time, you can check in on that shit at 6 a.m. Isn't that crazy? But what else? What else you need me to say to you? You need me to say to you that I appreciate you spending some time with me, even though it was just to do that for now. And I don't take it lightly. So this will, closing this one out right now, will help me to have a little more time to gear up for the next one and make it suck just a little bit less than I made it suck last time. I'm just trying to get better each day, that's all. Okay? Not claiming to be your content hero. Just kidding. I'm pretty good. Pretty good at this. I say funny things. You should just get into the groove, okay? And if you want to contact me directly, then fucking do it. DougaloNation@gmail.com. Perhaps you want me on your podcast. Perhaps you want to join me on a video shoot, or want me to join your video cinematography project or whatever. I can do that, maybe. And or maybe you want to be right here, packing your toolbox with me, live and in the flesh. And hey, it's okay, because I'll be back with something totally different. Even if it's very hotel, moving out of my house related, it'll still be different. And it'll happen again, like always, 7 days a week, 7 a.m. Eastern, just like always. I'll be back here with you again. That is my promise to you, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. So check back, because I'm coming back at you tomorrow morning. Please share this video with all your dumb buddies, or at least go back and find one that doesn't suck and share that video. So you hang tight, because I'll be back again tomorrow morning. But in the meantime, please don't be a toolbox packing douche. Okay?